Kelly here. Thank you so much for joining me for this full-length Pilates Reformer class working on the hips. So to begin, a few props that I pulled out is I pulled out my squishy ball. I also pulled out my box, and there is an optional use for a sticky pad if you'd like it for the stomach work for swan on the box. So I have my footwork springs on. That's 3 to 4 springs for myself. I use 3 heavies, 1 medium, that's 3 greens, 1 red. I have my headrest up, I have my handles on, and I'm going to begin lying on my back with my heels on top of the foot bar. We're not starting with footwork just yet. Let's go ahead and adjust slightly. Try to find a nice, soft, neutral spine. Draw our ribs together in front, sink our belly to our spine. Relax the shoulder blades nice and wide. Hands and arms flat on the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more inhale. And as we exhale, without shifting anything in our body, it's going to be a weird little adjustment, but just go ahead and pull the left leg up to tabletop. Inhale to lower it, and exhale the right leg without shifting anything in the body, guys. Inhale to lower it, exhale the left leg. Inhale the left leg, exhale to lift the right leg, and lower. Now inhale, exhale. Squeeze under the arms and the lats to pull the shoulders away from the ears. Curl up, lifting our head, neck, and shoulders, coming to the tips of our shoulder blades. Try to tweeze the bottom tips of the shoulders so we're still nice and wide across the collarbone. Inhale, exhale, left leg to tabletop and lower. And exhale, right leg, and inhale to lower. And exhale, left. And exhale, right. So not shifting anything in the body. One more on each side. And lower it down. Inhale, exhale. Bring the left leg to tabletop, right leg to tabletop. Let's go ahead and point the toes on this one. Now we're going to do toe dips. With the adjustment of my carriage to the foot bar, my toe dips past the foot bar, which we're not trying to just bend our knee to dip the toe, right? We're going to reach the thigh away from us on the inhale and exhale to pull it back in without shifting anything. And inhale the right leg away and pull it back on the exhale. And left leg inhale, exhale to pull. And inhale, right leg, exhale to pull. One more inhale. Other side, inhale. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Now inhale the left leg, exhale to pull. Inhale the right leg, exhale to pull. Inhale. Inhale. One more on each side. Good. And uncurl. Now, let's place our heels on the foot bar in a footwork position. So we're going to press on the foot bar, not just rest our heels on the top. I have my legs squeezed all the way together. I'm drawing everything towards the midline, and I'm going to press away on the inhale, stretch it all the way up the top, and exhale to come back in. And inhale, and exhale. As we do this, try not to rock towards your tail. Keep a completely neutral spine. So it's a slight little tiny glute squeeze. You don't want to tuck, but you feeling the nice stretch across the hip flexor, or not the hip flexor, the psoas, and the front of the hip flexor is really great. Here's 8, and 9, and 10. Okay, now we're going to slide down to the balls of our feet and turn our feet and knees out to a Pilates V. We're not down in the flex position anymore. We're slightly raised, not all the way up to high heel necessarily, somewhere in the middle. We're going to keep our heels where they are in space. So that lowering and lifting them as we press the carriage out and in. So inhale it out and exhale it back in. Inhale out, really finding that stretch across the psoas still, lengthening across the hip and then creasing at the hip. And lengthen the front of the hip and then crease. Don't shift anything else in your body as you're doing this. We're just uncreasing and creasing. Here's 8, 9, one more. Now slide down to your heels and separate your feet to the width of the foot bar. And we're going to press it out with the heels in a flex foot position. Big toe tracking over the knees. Good, we're still breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Here's 9. And here's 10. And now we're gonna add on. So we're going to press out at the top, rotate everything in so our toes and knees are pointed inward, pronated, resist the carriage in, and rotate them back out. Knees track over the big toe the whole time. So our leg moves in one giant unit. Our toes or knees won't go further than the other. If this is too heavy for you, of course you can reduce the spring tension. If you don't like that, you can continue to work with the turn out on the heels in Pilates V. Here's 9, and rotate in, resist the carriage in, and one more. Press it out, and rotate in on the heel, and come back in. Now, go ahead and bring the foot to a high heel position, legs squeezed together, just like at the first footwork exercise, but we're going to work on the balls of the feet, and we're going to press it out. Really find that length across the front of the hip and increase the hip to come back in. This is the heaviest the spring tension will be in footwork because it is the furthest we are pressing the springs apart. So really make sure I'm working that neutral spine and not shifting the whole time. Here's 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Come all the way back in. Press the carriage out. We're going to trot. Our left knee will bend over the foot bar while our right heel goes under the foot bar for a sort of a calf stretch. Both heels will lift up at the same time. When both heels are up, the left heel will go under the foot bar with a straight leg, and the right knee will bend over the foot bar up on top, still on a high heel. And lift. And lift. Lift. No shifting. You can speed it up a little bit as long as you're not shifting. Again, guys, we're finding that crease and uncrease in the hip flexor on both sides, not at the same time. They're both doing different things. But make sure that you're not getting a shift. Stay up at the top. Now both heels will drag under the foot bar and both heels will lift up. Nice and slow, no jerking. If your carriage is jerky, you're using too much momentum. And lower, and lift, and squeeze the glutes. It's easy to lose the glute squeeze. You don't, I find that I can do it without it, so it's easy to let it go. Here's 9, and one more for 10. Now drive the heels under the foot bar, micro bend the knees, and slowly come into the bumper. Roll to your side, press yourself up to sitting. We are going to drop our springs down for our forward flexion 100 work. It's going to be one medium and one light is what I normally use on my machine. That's one red, one blue. We are going to come back down onto our backs. We are going to bring our feet in a Pilates V at the bumper. Pardon me, I have a hair in my glasses. I'm going to extend my left foot over the foot bar for footwork. So I'm going to extend my leg away from the foot bar. I'm going to extend the carriage away from the foot bar. I'm going to lift my right leg up to the ceiling. As I begin to bring the carriage into the bumper, I'm going to circle my leg back around over the foot bar and lift as I press and circle as I come in. Here's 3 and 4. Don't shift in the hips, but really swivel that hip. Now we're going to reverse. So as we press away, the leg will circle away from the midline, and as we bring the carriage in, it'll come down the midline to hover over the foot bar. And circle, down through the center. Here's 3. If you find that your body is shifting too much, try to make your circle a little bit more narrow. All right, when we come back into the bumper, we'll replace that foot, reestablish our Pilates V. We're going to extend the right foot to hover over the foot bar, and as we press away, the foot will float up to the ceiling, and as we bend the leg to bring the carriage back into the bumper, the leg will circle to the side and hover over the foot bar. And lift, and circle, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and now reverse. As we press away from the bumper, the leg will circle to the side, back up to the top. As we bend the knee to bring the carriage back into the bumper, the right leg will hover over the foot bar. And inhale to circle away, and exhale down the midline. And inhale, and exhale. 2 more. Inhale, and exhale, and 1 more. Inhale, and exhale. Now, lower that foot down, scooch slightly away from the shoulder blocks. Find your arm straps. Really set the arms over the sternum 12th rib. Finding a nice engagement through the ribs and the core. One-legged tabletop, other leg to tabletop. We're going into hundreds. Inhale, exhale to curl up. Extend your legs to the 100th level of your choice, and we're going to begin pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really reach the arms long, just like in curl up, reaching through the straps. But still tweeze the bottom back tips of the shoulder blades. You have nice wide open collarbones. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze your legs together. Don't crunch your chin to your chest. Imagine you're holding an apple or an orange under your chin, and you don't want to crunch it, but squeezing your chin too close, and you will lose it by lifting your chin too high. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more set. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raise your feet to the ceiling. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Raise your arms up. Peg your straps with your pointer finger, your middle finger, your thumb. Gently hold on to your pegs or your shoulder blocks. We're going to lower our legs down above working level. So our legs are going to be lowered somewhere between straight to the ceiling and working level right in the middle. And we're going to do heel beats. So your feet are turned out on Pilates feet. Tiny beats. We're going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now ballet beats. We're going to cross thigh over thigh, not heel to heel. So left leg on top, right leg on top. Here's 2, right leg. Here's 3, right leg. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heels together. Draw your knees into tabletop. Give them a hug. We're going to be doing that series quite a few more times. We're going to come off to the side, press ourselves up to standing. Go ahead and drop that light spring. So you have 1 medium spring on. That's 1 red spring. For those of us working with those sorts of springs, we're going to bring our long box up on top of the machine. Now here's the part where if you wanted a sticky mat, you could put it right in the middle of your box in case you're wearing slippy clothes. We are going to be doing swan, pulling straps, and swimming. In the long box, we're going to place 1 hand on, other hand on, 1 leg up, other leg up. Bring your body so that your sternum 12th rib or bra strap is at the front edge of the box. Don't bring your elbows up high. Bring your elbows slightly below your shoulders or in line with the foot bar, depending on how low your foot bar is. Could depend, right? All fingers, including your thumb on the same side. Looking down at the floor. We're going to press out on 1 with straight arms. We're going to float our body up, 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 up to a swan on 2. We're going to press back on 3 and in on 4. This time we're going to really draw the belly button up to the spine the whole time. And back and pull it in. This time we're going to leave our belly button pulled in and wrap our ribs. So very much act as if you're wearing a corset. Shoulders down your back. And now we're going to do all of that and squeeze our legs together. Belly button, ribs, legs. Press and lift and back and down. And now we're going to use our lats to keep our shoulders away from our ears even as we press out. So everything's squeezed. Hold up and in, wrap. And press away. And come back down. Now, 1 leg will come off the box first. Other leg, release 1 hand, release the other hand. We're going to face the uprights or the back of the machine. We're not going to lower our foot bar. We're going to use the muscles around the hips and really lengthen the front of the hips to keep the legs extended behind us, hovering over the foot bar as we press in and out, engaging our glutes the whole time so that our feet don't press against the bar. So, 1 hand on, other hand on, 1 leg, 1 leg. I can just hang out right here and my legs will hit, or I can engage my legs, inner thighs, glutes. I'm up at the front of my box again on my sternum 12th rib. I'm going to place my hands in my straps, my arms, my hand straps like bracelets. I'm going to choke up on the ropes. I'm going to rest my hands on top. And then I'm going to slide my hands down slightly so they're on the outside of the wood. Now I'm keeping my shoulder blades down my back. I'm going to do the first 4 pulling straps series 1 in a neutral spine position. And then I have the option of adding a slight back extension. It's a super itty bitty tiny one. We're not going to look at the wall in front of us. We're still going to be looking at the inside of our reformer frame. And then we can add on the back extension if we so choose. So, let the neutral spine is pull back. My belly button's still to my spine. I'm wrapping my ribs. I'm squeezing my inner thighs. At the top, I'm tweezing the bottom tips of my shoulder blades. One more long lever tricep press. And now I can add on the back extension. And lower it back down. And lift. And lower. And lift. 2 more. On this next one, we'll stay back in a back extension over there, and we're going to do short lever tricep presses. So bend at the elbows and press for 8. And bend and press 7. Belly button to spine. Wrap the ribs. Squeeze the inner thighs. Here's 2. And 1. With straight arms, we're going to lower down. Don't release the legs. Take your hands. Take the loop or the ring. Place your thumb in it. Tuck the thumb under your hand. Leave your palm flat to the floor. Now, nice wide open shoulder blades. Stay in a neutral spine for 4 with palms flat to the floor the whole time. We're going to pull back and open back to the T. And squeeze your arms into your hips and open to a T. And 3. And 4. Now, if you so choose to add the back extension, palms still flat to the floor and lift and lower and squeeze and lower. Here's 3 and 4. Flip the palms to your hips. Open 6 inches and squeeze. 6 inches and squeeze. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6. Reach the fingertips away from you. Now flip the palms down. Open to the T. Peg your straps. Reach long on the reformer. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders, and allow your legs to rest on the foot bar as you rest into the well. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Now, we're going to reestablish ourselves in a neutral spine. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the inner thigh, drop the belly button to the spine, raise the ribs, raise one arm up. So if you have shoulder issues, please don't feel like you have to raise your biceps by your ears, but if you were able to, please feel free to. Otherwise, just hover your hands off the wood. We're going to lift up, arms by ears, and we're going to begin swimming. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't move the carriage. If you're wobbling around way too much, let's control it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Lower everything back down again. For another nice relaxing rest. Carefully, one leg off to the side, other leg, one arm. We are going to adjust our box for a short box series. We are going to place 4 to 5 springs on for safety purposes. We're going to lower the foot line. We're going to pull our safety strap to check on it. Normally, I adjust my carriage so that I'm a little bit further out. I like it for a little bit more lengthening purposes, but with the series today, I'm going to keep it in a little closer to keep the flow of the series going. One hand on the box. As I sit down, my other hand comes onto the box. I carefully sit down. I'm going to find the safety strap with my feet. I'm going to make sure that I have a hand's width behind my tailbone and the end of the box. I'm going to make my hands into a hook, pull them apart, so I'm nice and wide across my collarbone. Pull my shoulder blades down my back. punch my hands into my belly button, pull my hands away from my belly button. I'm going to articulate my head, neck, and shoulders over my body so that my lower body's not leaning forward or rounding forward, just my upper body, right? Like I'm going to curl up from against the wall. I'm going to inhale and articulate back. I'm going to go nice and slow until I feel my earthquake abs, my shaky abs, and articulate back up. You do not have to extend all the way over the box to find the earthquake abs. We're just doing 3 today. So let's go nice and slow to find the shake, right? We are doing tree as well, so you don't feel like you have to round all the way back into the well. You don't have the opportunity to do that, right? And come back up. Now, hinge forward ever so gently. And again, guys, if you're able to, great. If you have shoulder issues, please don't feel like you have to. Float your arms up so that your biceps are by your ears. Draw your ribs together, draw your belly button to your spine. Pull everything together, just like we did earlier. And flat back, hinge back, as if you were between a panini press. Now reach up, 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 and float yourself back to the original position. Now reach back, 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 back. Reaching up, don't sink. Sinking can cause rounding. Find the shake. And squeeze it up, 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 up. Guys, one more. Don't be scared of the shake. There's only 3. Reach up and away. Don't shrug your shoulders, but make sure you find the length. And squeeze it back up. Without lowering your arms, side bend to the right, leaving that left hip down. Use your left obliques to pull back up. Side bend to the right. Keep the right hip down. Use the right obliques to pull back up. Now to the left. And left. And to the right. And left. And now to the left. And to the right. All right, guys, it's time for tree. If you are uncomfortable doing tree on the box, or if you have vertigo, please feel free to do tree on the floor. I'm going to take my left leg in my hands. I'm holding on my thigh right above the knee. I'm going to extend the leg and bend the leg. And extend and bend. I extend, leave extended. Now articulate the foot. Find the flex and press back to point. And flex. And circle the foot 3 times in each direction. 1, 2, 3. Walk the hand up the leg. Don't round in the back or lean back. And now pull in by bending the elbows wide to the side and lowering the leg. And wide and lower and wide and pull. Now tuck the tail as you begin to articulate back. And now walk your hands down like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need adjustment at the top because I was going to the side. So I'm going to adjust myself. Now I'm going to tuck my tail and articulate back. I didn't go into the wall that time. This time I will. Light fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend back. Reach for the frame or into the well. Find the stretch across the front of the hip for the leg that's underneath the safety strap. Inhale, exhale, articulate out. Then gently walk your hands up your leg and sit up tall. 1 more with leg circles, 3 in each direction. Tuck the tail, roll back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach for the frame or the reformer, or in the well. Tiny circles. 1. Keep both hips even. 2, 3, and reverse for 1, 2, 3. Articulate up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach long. Take your right hand, find the safety strap on the outside of your box. Your left hand still holding the leg. We're going to go into ballet stretches. Reach back, articulate back just like you would for a tree. I find more of a stretch across the front of my hip than I do in the hamstring here. Articulate back, up, 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 up. Release the right hand. Bring it across the top of the left leg, sit up tall, place the left hand on the box, and use that left hand to press into the box to rotate to look at the uprights or the wall behind you. Release that rotation. Find the left hand underneath the left leg. It doesn't have to be at the ankle, guys. It can be at the hamstring. Find that safety strap on the right hand again and articulate back and bring that leg to the side to find that stretch. Articulate back, up, 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 up. Release that left leg, release the right hand, release the right foot out of the safety strap. Bring the left leg across the right leg for the figure 4 stretch. Reach the hands behind you, palms towards you, reaching into the box, and then hinge, flat back hinge forward. Make sure that you're not on the knee of the right leg or on the ankle of the left leg. You want to make sure that you're on the shin of the left leg or on the thigh of the right leg. All right, go ahead and release the stretch. Find the safety strap with the left leg. It's time to do the tree on the right leg. Hands underneath the thigh of the right leg, right under the knee, and extend and bend. Extend and bend and extend. And now articulate to flex and point. And 2. And 3. And point and circle the foot 3 times in each direction. And 3. And reverse. 2, 3. Walk the arm up the leg and pull by widening the elbows. 1. And release. 2. And 3. Now tuck the tail. We're not going into the well, but we're going into a flat back position. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I'm hiking my hips, so I'm going to adjust. I'm really into hiking my hip today. That is not a good idea, right? So tuck the tail and articulate back. Walk your hand down your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, not down your leg. Hold on to the frame or place your arms in the well, whatever's more comfortable. Find that stretch across the front of the left leg. Begin to articulate up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sit up tall at the top. Tuck the tail. And articulate back. Walk down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands in the well, hands on the frame. Circle the leg 3 times. 1. Small circles. 2. And 3. No shifting in the hips. And reverse. 2, 3. Begin to articulate up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to the right leg with the right hand. Find the safety strap on the outside of the box with the left hand. Articulate back and find that stretch. And now articulate up, 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 up. Left hand off the safety strap. Place it across the top of the right leg. And we're going to take the right hand, place it on the back of the box, and use the hand to rotate to look back at the wall behind you, or the space behind you. Try to sit up tall. Release the rotation. Place the right leg in the right hand. Bring it out to the side. Find the safety strap with the left hand. Tuck the tail and articulate back. Now begin to articulate up, 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 up. Take the right foot, place it on the carriage, then release the left foot from the safety strap. Bring the right leg across the left leg, above the ankle, below the knee, or above the knee. Bring your hands to the back, place the palms to the back, palms forward, flat back hinge forward. One more nice deep breath here. All right, release the leg, foot off, then release the hands. We're going to put the safety strap back down. We're going to go ahead and take all the springs off except for one medium spring, which would be 1 rep. Guys, if your feet or hands are sweaty, feel free to put a sticky mat on the box or on the standing platform. I'm going to bring my hand on the box, knee, knee. We're going to do all of these exercises in a Pilates V position on the platform. So we're extending out to a Pilates V, Pilates plank position. My hands are going to be on the box. Where you have them is dependent on your body type. My hands are slightly extended because my carriage is in closer to the machine. But I'm going to tuck my toes under, inhale, exhale, and float my knees up to a hover position. I'm in a neutral spine here. Then I'm going to press the carriage away from the bumper to a plank. I'm going to bend my knees to come back in, hover my knees in a mountain climber position, and press. Squeezing my inner thighs to the top, finding the length across the front of the hips, and come back in. We have 2 more. And then we're going to stay out, and then we're going to do pikes. We're going to bend at the hips, raising the hips to the ceiling, and press back out by squeezing our glutes. And we're going to pike. Bending, lifting our glutes to the side, and extend a plank. And now pike, and plank. And pike, belly button to spine. Keep the tail slightly tucked in the plank so that you're not swaying in the low back. Now stay out in the plank. We're going to saw the arms. Bring the elbows forward an inch and pull it back for 1. Forward and pull back 2. Forward and pull back 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Bend the knees, bring the carriage in, and then rest the knees down. We're going to do this whole series again on our hands. The only difference is that instead of the saws, we will be doing push-ups. If you are unable to do this series on your hands, please do the first series again with the saws instead of the push-ups. All right, my hands are on the box. I have slightly more weight in the pads of my fingers so that I'm not breaking the wrist too much. I'm going to inhale, exhale, hover my knees off. Now I'm going to extend and bend the knees to come back in. Don't allow your wrists to go in forward or behind your shoulders. Keep everything moving as one unit. 4. Now on 5, stay out. Now we're going to pike to lift. On the forearms is much harder on the shoulders. But I understand that some people cannot do this series on the hands. 1 more. Pike and lower, stay out. Now, tricep push-up so the elbows will point back to the foot bar and lift. Try not to move the carriage. 2 more. 4 and 5. Bend the knees, come in, and lower the knees down. Carefully come off to the side. Guys, we're going to add those springs back on now. We have 1 more long box series, and then we're going to be done with the box. So, I'm going to adjust the box to a long box series again. I'm going to place 1 hand on the foot bar, other hand on the foot bar, and then I'm going to slide up. We are doing this series at the hip bone area. We are going to be doing swan dive and grasshopper. If you are uncomfortable doing these on the box, please feel free to do them on the floor. So I slide up slightly. I'm going to come down to a slightly neutral spine real fast while I draw my belly button, my spine, wrap my ribs. I'm going to lower my upper body down, keeping my belly button pulled, my ribs wrapped, my legs engaged. I'm going to press up into a swan. I don't want to round up. I want to press up, and then I want to pull the bar apart so that I have a nice, wide open, flat back. From there, I'm going to lower down in a tricep push-up again, hinging on my hip bones, and then I'm going to press back up into a swan. We just did a swan dive on the box. I'm going to lower down, 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 and lift. Let's do 1 more, and then we're going to do grasshopper. If you are uncomfortable doing grasshopper, please feel free to find a stretch or continue with swan dive. I'm going to separate my legs no wider than the width of the box. I'm going to press down into a swan dive. I'm going to take my right leg in front of my right ankle in front of my left ankle, and I'm going to tap, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to switch my taps and come up into a swan dive. I'm going to come down, my left leg will tap in front, my right leg will tap in front, left leg, right leg, as I press up and lift, and lower. And now right, left, extend, and left, right, extend. One more on each side, right, left, belly button to spine, wrap the ribs, final one, left, right, extend. Now carefully, bring one leg off, other leg off, one hand. Let's go ahead and put away the box. All right, from here, we're going to lift our bar back up to the regular foot bar position. We're going to reduce our springs down to one right spring or one medium spring. I don't work in half springs. I'm going to lower my chest. I'm going to carefully come down onto my back. I'm going to come onto my heels. My feet are sits bones, my heels are sits bones distance apart. We're going to do bridging. Here in this position, we're going to do 3 articulation bridges. We're going to go to the wide Pilates feet, just like we did for footwork with the same heel on top position. And we're going to do 3 hinge bridges. We're going to be adding pulses in between. It's more like a hamstring curl. So, keeping the carriage in at the bumper, we're going to inhale, exhale, tuck our tail, articulate up, lifting our spine, up. Don't let your ribs flare. And articulate down. What's lifting the bridge is your glute squeeze. So find the length across the front of the hips by squeezing the glutes. And lower down. Now, inhale, lift up. Now extend away an inch and pull. Extend and pull, just an inch. 4, 5, 6, keep the carriage in the bumper and articulate down. Separate your heels to a wide Pilates feet. We're going to hinge bridge where we lift everything up at the same time and lower at the same time. Make sure that you aren't flaring your ribs here because it's easy to find the rib flare here. So we're going to inhale, exhale, hinge bridge up, and lower down. And hinge bridge up. Don't press the carriage out like I just did. And lower it down. And now hinge up and press away and pull. 6, 5, 4, 3, I'm getting sweaty. 2, 1, keep it at the bumper and hinge bridge down. Great, now roll to the side. Find your squishy ball. I like to lift the head rest up for this because I find it helps me keep the ball in the position that I like. We're also going to change our straps out for our feet straps. All right, so we're going to come down onto our sides. We're going to extend our leg under the foot bar. Make sure you're using your inner thigh. This is thigh work, so make sure that you're using your sides to lift up away from the mat. Because if you let your leg flop down, not using your inner thigh, it'll scrape against the standing platform. Find the strap, pull it, place it on your foot. Now from here, make the adjustments that you need to make so that you're lifted up out of your side. Your leg's at a 90-degree position in front of you. You can hold the position. Now pressing through the heel, extend the leg to a standing position so you're stacked. In this position, it would be nice if your head was in line with your feet. I know lots of times now, bend and stretch. A lot of times we hinge at the hips to bring our feet in front of us for sideline work. Here I would prefer it if we didn't, so we're going to get a nice hip stretch across the top. Here's 9, and here's 10. Now bend the leg at a 90-degree angle. Now pulse it for an inch and pull. Pull. 8, 7, belly button to spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg in front of you and pull it back with your hamstring. Really stretching out across the front of that hip flexor. And now crease and extend. Don't tuck when you're doing this exercise. A lot of times people tuck their tail to bring their leg forward. Only bring it forward as far as you can with a straight upper body, completely neutral spine. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, stay there. And now with a parallel leg, we're going to do tiny circles. 1, 2, 3, stay lifted. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse, we're going for a minimal movement of the carriage right now. Really press energy out of your foot. 8, 9, 10, legs to Pilates feet. Pull that top leg into a donkey kick position, in, turn out, and extend, and pull 1. Stop at 90. 3, go all the way down. 4, tap it down. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and no pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, turn it out, 3, 2, 1, extend all the way down and lift, and squeeze it with your inner thigh for 1, and lift, and 2. Don't feel like you have to go up as high as I am. We're going to stop where we can maintain a neutral spine. We're not sinking into the side. Here's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stay down at the bottom. And a turn out position, 10 small circles in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're really squeezing the glute on these. We're trying not to just shift our body around to make this happen. Good. Feet to parallel. Bend everything to a 90-degree clam position. 90 degrees from body to thigh. Thigh to shin. Flex your feet. Lift your feet up a couple inches. And open. Bring the strap to the inside of the knee and squeeze it shut. And 2. Inner thigh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend that foot in, find that strap. Slowly come into the bumper. Take that strap. Come onto your back. Hold the ball. Legs to the ceiling. Arms to the ceiling with the ball. Inhale, exhale to curl up. We're going to do scissors. We're going to circle the ball to the outside of the thigh of the leg that's closest to us. So right leg goes away. Ball circles to the outside left leg. And switch. Ball circles to the outside the right leg and switch. Switch. 2, 3, 4. One more. Or sorry, 2 more. Legs to the ceiling. Find a way to put that ball somewhere where you're not going to lose it or it's easy to grab. All right, we're going to hold on with our first finger and our middle finger and our thumb. Lower the legs to halfway down for the beats. We're going to begin with the heel beats for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't arch the back. Belly beats thigh over thigh 1. Thigh over thigh 2. And switch. And thigh. Here's 4. Don't allow the carriage to move too much. Control it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Legs out to the ceiling. Draw the knees in. Roll to the side. Place your headrest back. We have the leg series to the other side now, guys. And then we're going to do some more stuff in the center. And then we're going to move on, okay? All right. I'm going to come onto my side. Again, guys, I want to set up that bottom leg so it's coming right down. Because when we stand functionally, we don't stand with a crease at our hip. We stand with our leg right under our body. So Find that foot strap with your top hand, pull it down. It's not real heavy, so you should be able to pull down the strap to find your foot. Now from here, we're gonna have to do a little adjustment, right? All right, so my leg's at a 90-degree position in the donkey kick. I'm gonna press it down and bring it back. Guys, don't forget to find a neutral spine on your side, lifting up out of your side closest to the ground. Really find that squeeze in the glutes, find that squeeze in the inner thigh on the bottom leg. It's always harder to do the second leg, because even if you don't think so, that leg on the bottom is working real hard. Here's 9, 10, bring it back to a 90 degree and pulse for an inch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extend that leg in front, creasing at the hip flexor. Now, uncrease at the hip flexor and crease. And uncrease. Here's 2, 3. Belly button to spine. Wrap the ribs. No tucking. 6, 7, 8, 9. We're working in parallel. 10, and now staying in parallel, 10 small circles in each direction. I don't care which side you go to first. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn out to Pilates feet. Pull it in at a 90-degree position in a turned out donkey kick and press it away, pull it down, and lift 90 degrees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extend the foot down and lift and squeeze the inner thighs. 1 and lift. 2. This is always the hardest one here, guys. 4. Don't forget to keep breathing. Drop that top shoulder. It's not helping you. Here's 8. We're almost there. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. 9. And in 10, working in Pilates feet, 10 small circles in each direction. 1. Make it come from the glutes, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come to parallel. Bring everything to the 90 degree from the body to the thigh, 90 degrees from the thigh to the calves. Flex your feet, lift your feet a few inches. Bring the strap to the rope to the inside of the knee and open for clamp and squeeze that rope. And 2. I take it back. This is the hardest one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unhook that strap. Hold on to it tight so you don't break your toes when you come into the bumper. Peg it, come onto your back, place the ball above the ankle, between the shins. Gently hold on to the peg or your shoulder block with your first finger, your middle finger, and your thumb. Flex your feet and lower. 2, 3, and point lift. 2, 3, flex and lower. 2, 3. Guys, helpful hint, don't squeeze the ball too hard. You're getting plenty of thigh engagement, just holding the ball where it is. If you squeeze it too hard, it's like trying to squeeze water in your hands, it'll slip away. Here's 5, and point and lift. See if you can articulate your toes and your feet as you do this exercise as well. Let's do 3 corkscrews. Corkscrew 1 in each direction and corkscrew 1. Both of our back hip bones stay firmly grounded. We'll go to the left first, and we'll go down. Both feet will be equal here. As we go to the right, the feet will not be equal. As we come back up to the center, the feet will be equal. So at 12 and 6, our feet are equal. At 3 and 9 on a clock, our feet are uneven because our legs aren't lengthening as our hips are staying grounded. Go to the left, and up, and go to the right, and circle around, and up. Now for fun, flex your feet for this one. It feels a little different. And one more. Now, feet up to the ceiling. Take the ball out, place it somewhere out of your way that you won't slip on it. Pointer finger, middle finger, and thumb. Now, turn your feet out to Pilates feet. Bring it down for heel beats halfway between the ceiling and working level, and begin beating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ballet beats. So let's put the right thigh on top first. Right, and then left, and then right, and then left. And here's 3, 4. Belly button to spine. Wrap the ribs. 7, 8, 9, 10. Heels together, parallel. Draw your knees in and give them a little hug. Good job, guys. We're going to roll to the side and come up to sitting up tall. When I get in position for thigh stretch and chest expansion, that's the word I'm looking for, I'm going to do some heel lower lifts first so we can increase and increase at the hip flexors one more time. But to get there, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to my straps. I'm going to hold on with, again, my pointer finger, my middle finger, and my thumb gently. And I'm going to come up, bringing my shoulders over my hips over my knees. And then I'm going to sit back. And the interesting thing is that if I were to sit down like this to get ready for this exercise, I would have jammed my knees all the way up to the shoulder blocks. But when I sit down, I have a bit of space between my shoulder blocks and my knees. And I like to find that first to make the exercise a little bit more comfortable. So I'm sitting straight up with my shoulders over my hips at this time. I roll my shoulders up, back, and down. Without moving my upper body, I'm going to lift it by squeezing my glutes and bring my shoulders over my hips over my knees. Now I'm going to sit back with my shoulders over my hips without hinging in my body. Squeeze my glutes and lift. And lower. One more, stay up at the top. Now pull the straps back, leaving your shoulders over your hips over your knees. Look to the right, center, the left, center, and release. Now reach your hands down and pull back as you look to the left, center, right, center, release. And pull back. And right, center, left, center, release. And pull back. And look left, center, right, center, release. And pull back. Right, center, left, center, release. Last one, really squeeze those glutes, tuck the tail ever so gently, as if you're doing a plank, and release. And now we're going to do thigh stretch. Don't flip your arms up to pull them up, just come back. It is a light spring, guys. Imagine that you're doing a flat back on the short box, but from the knees, right? We are doing plank on the knees, just like we did on the box earlier. Now squeeze it up, 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 up. Now one more, lift up and away as you pull back, 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 back. And lift up, up, up as we come forward. Sit back on your heels, peg your straps. We are going to do a side star, and I'm facing, well, I guess I have switched to my right side from where I was, facing the back of the machine. So, I have my knees stacked. If you are unable to do this, you can do squats with booty taps to the side of the carriage. I have my hand, it's not going to be quite the same, but it'll be an exercise where you're increasing on the hip flexors. My hand is lined up with my knees. Now, my hand can be wherever I want it to be. I'm not going to pull on anything though, right? So let's place it on our hips maybe. I take that back. Your hand can't be anywhere you want it to be. So I'm going to inhale, exhale, just like we did for the first series on the last side. We're going to squeeze it up, 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 up. But we're squeezing our lats as well to keep the carriage in at the bumper. The springs are a little heavier, but we don't want to move the carriage from the bumper, and sit back. And inhale, exhale, squeeze it up. And now sit back. And inhale, exhale, squeeze it up. And now sit back. Now, we're going to place the left hand on the foot bar. Slide the right hand to the other side as we face the foot bar. We're going to tuck our toes against the shoulder blocks. Place our heels back. Now we're sitting back on our heels. I'd like to press forward, pulling the foot bar apart so our shoulders are over our wrists. Just like we did for the knee hover, for the short box plank series, we're going to press back, we're going to hover our knees and press back. Now, we're going to do long stretch, press away from the foot bar and pull it back over with straight arms. We've done a move similar-ish to this when we did swan, but that was started bent elbows, right? Here's 4. We're still uncreasing at the hip flexor, finding a nice straight line. 1 more. Now, drop the knees down as the carriage comes into the bumper. Bring those shoulders over the wrists again. We're not going to do this in back extension today, but in a straight line, so a knee plank basically, we're going to press away for down stretch and pull it back in. On the next 3, just like we did when we did halvesies for the pulling strap series, we can find a nice little back extension with our upper body flex. Now, go and find the back extension, pressing your necklace through your arms, or your sternum area through your arms. Here's 1. Squeeze the glutes. 2. And 1 more. Really squeeze those lats for 3. Now, press back, tuck the tail, lift up. Bring your heels back to your shoulder blocks. Tuck your toes up, 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 up. Put weight in between, behind your baby toe, behind your big toe, and in your heel. Round up, up, up. We're going to do the round back series. So elephant series, so press back and pull it under as if you're being punched in the stomach. And press and pull. Press and pull. 6. Inhale and exhale. 8. 9. 10. Now, flatten out your back. Try to bring your ears between your biceps and press and slice it under and slice. Or stop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 knee, come down to 1 knee, come down to the other knee. We're going to do the side star series on the other side, guys. And then we're going to go into elbow to knee and do our final series of heel beats. So, I'm sitting on my side. My knees are stacked on top of each other. My knees are on top of my shoulder block. My hands in front of my knees, it's on the foot bar. My top hands on my hips. Squeeze under the lats, pull the shoulder down. Inhale, exhale, squeeze those glutes up, 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 up. A lot of work on those lats. Don't sink into your side closest to the carriage. And sit back, still a lot of lat work here. And lift. And lower. I have the shakes in a serious way, guys. I hope you do too. It's a gift. And lower. Now, because I hate doing elbow to knee with my elbows up by the shoulder block, I'm going to place my feet on the headrest. It doesn't matter if it's elevated. Well, at least for me, I'm going to hold on gently behind my knees, tuck my tail, roll back my back, maybe scooch myself a little closer to the shoulder blocks, hold my head in my hands. Don't put your head in the well. We don't want to get our hair caught in the springs. Go back just an inch though down. Inhale, exhale, make your head heavy in your hands. Use your abs to lift your head. Right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Let's do elbow to knee. Extend the left leg and rotate to the right. And come back through center. And extend the left leg or right leg and rotate to the left. And to the right. Don't let that back hip hop off the mat. Here's 4. And this is a gift, guys. Even though you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I hate this. We're going to do the beats with our head in our hands. So stay in the center, raise your legs to the ceiling, turn out to Pilates V, lower it halfway down to working level, and beat the heels for 10, 9, 8, 7, drop that belly button spine, 2, 1, and now right leg on top first, right, left, right, left. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower your feet down. Don't rest your head in the well, but gently roll to the side and catch yourself on the side. We are going to do feet and straps, mermaid, and then guys, we're done. So we're gonna leave the springs on for 1 medium, 1 light, 1 red, 1 blue. We're gonna roll down onto our backs. We're gonna find the strap. We're gonna press the carriage away from the bumper. 1 foot goes in the strap. The foot that's in the strap will extend long. The other foot will come into the strap. Adjust our body slightly so we're comfortable. Find a nice neutral spine, no tucking in the frog. And extend away, squeezing our glutes and our thighs. Guys, I don't care how much your hip flexor creases here, as long as you have the flexibility for it. If you get your leg in past 90 degrees, you have to tuck your tail. That's not the position for you. So let's go ahead and keep it at 90 degrees if we can't do that lifting our tailbone up off the mat. And now, stay out. Point your feet and open to the side and squeeze with the inner thighs. And open and squeeze. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, squeeze, 8, squeeze, 9, very reminiscent of heel beats, 10, and now lift, and now lower, and lift. No rocking to the tail, no arching out neutral spine, no tucking. This is a little faster than a normal feet and straps series, but we can do it because we've been working and increasing this whole time. So we can keep a nice neutral spine while doing this. Let's do 5 leg circles in each direction. We're going to separate our feet, circle them down, and lift them back up. We've been doing a lot of leg circles today too, guys. As long as you can keep everything even, you can open them as wide as you would like. But if you find yourself wobbling, or tucking, or arching, please reduce the width. A lot of times it's very helpful to keep the circles inside the frame of the reformer. Sometimes I like to do that just because it's a different feeling. Here's 4. And here's 5. Bend your knees into frog. Take 1 foot out. Find the foot bar. Extend that foot bar leg. Take the other strap out. Find the foot bar. Bend the knee slowly to come into the carriage. Peg the straps. Press yourself up to sitting. Let's do mermaid starting from, I guess, the left side. I'm going to place my feet into a mermaid position. My knees are at the shoulder block. My hand is in line with my knees. I can do a Z-sit. I can do a crisscross applesauce. I can hang my feet off to the side. Whatever position is more comfortable for you. Press the carriage away and reach that left arm up and over for where the wall and the ceiling meet. Bend that right elbow down and lift up, 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 and over. And use the strap or the peg to pull yourself over to the uprights. Come back out and reach away, 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 away. And bring it up. Use those obliques to come back up, guys. And over. Let's do 1 more to each side. And away. And come up. And reach over. Now, I'm going to bring myself to the other side, placing my feet on the floor. Finding a body adjustment. Adjusting my legs to where I like them, whether they be in classic mermaid, Z-sit, crisscross applesauce, legs dangling off the side. My knees are lined up with my shoulder block, my hands lined up with my knees. I'm going to sit up tall, 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 and press away, and reach my right arm up and over where the wall and the ceiling meet. I'm going to bend my elbow down as I sit up tall, find the peg, and reach for the wall where the wall and the ceiling meet on the opposite side. Come back out, place my hand down, and reach up and over. And bring it down, and lift it up, and away. And the opposite side 1 more time. 1 final mermaid series. And bring it down, and lift it up, and away. And we're going to come down, so sitting to the side of the machine, feet flat. Inhale up, tiny little chest lift, lifting my necklace area up where the wall and the ceiling meet, and exhale away. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions or need any modifications, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.